Understanding the value of true humility. The person who is naturally humble and the one who becomes humble due to the situations of life are not the same. This distinction is crucial, as it highlights the differences between individuals who possess a genuine sense of humility and those who develop humility as a response to life's challenges. A person who is naturally humble tends to possess a quiet confidence that is not driven by a need for external validation. They are comfortable with themselves and their abilities, and they do not feel the need to boast or seek recognition. This type of humility is often characterized by a sense of inner peace, self-awareness, and a willingness to listen and learn from others. On the other hand, an individual who becomes humble due to the situations of life may have undergone a transformative experience that has forced them to confront their limitations and vulnerabilities. This type of humility is often born out of necessity, as individuals are compelled to reevaluate their priorities and values in the face of adversity. The motivations behind these two types of humility differ significantly. A person who is naturally humble is often driven by a genuine desire to serve others and contribute to the greater good. They are motivated by a sense of purpose and meaning, rather than a need for external validation. In contrast, an individual who becomes humble due to life circumstances may be motivated by a need to cope with difficult situations or to avoid further pain and suffering. The consistency of behavior also varies between these two types of humility. A person who is naturally humble tends to exhibit consistent behavior, such as a willingness to listen and learn from others. They are more likely to be empathetic and understanding, as they are not driven by ego or a need for self-promotion. In contrast, an individual who becomes humble due to life circumstances may exhibit more inconsistent behavior, as they may struggle to maintain their humility in different contexts. Self-awareness is another key aspect that distinguishes between these two types of humility. A person who is naturally humble often possesses a high level of self-awareness, which enables them to recognize their strengths and weaknesses. They are more likely to be introspective and self-reflective, as they seek to understand themselves and their place in the world. In contrast, an individual who becomes humble due to life circumstances may not necessarily possess the same level of self-awareness. Their humility may be more of a response to external circumstances, rather than a genuine understanding of themselves. The benefits of natural humility are numerous. Individuals who possess this trait tend to form deeper and more meaningful relationships, as they are more likely to be empathetic and understanding. They are also more resilient in the face of challenges, as they are less concerned with maintaining a perfect image or achieving external validation. However, natural humility can also have its challenges. Individuals who possess this trait may struggle to assert themselves in certain situations, which can lead to feelings of frustration and resentment. They may also be more likely to prioritize the needs of others over their own, which can lead to burnout and exhaustion. On the other hand, the benefits of humility born out of life circumstances are also significant. Individuals who have undergone a transformative experience may develop a greater sense of empathy and understanding, as they become more aware of the struggles and challenges faced by others. They may also be more resilient in the face of adversity, as they have learned to cope with difficult situations. However, humility born out of life circumstances can also be fragile and context-dependent. Individuals may struggle to maintain their humility in different situations, particularly if they are faced with new challenges or stressors. They may also experience feelings of resentment or anger, particularly if they feel that they have been forced into a humbling experience. The differences between these two types of humility highlight the complexities of this multifaceted trait. While both types of humility can manifest in similar ways, they are driven by different motivations and exhibit different characteristics. Understanding these differences is crucial, as it can help us to appreciate the nuances of humility and its role in our lives. As we navigate the complexities of life, we are often forced to confront our own limitations and vulnerabilities. This can be a humbling experience, as we are compelled to reevaluate our priorities and values. However, for some individuals, humility is not just a response to life circumstances, but a fundamental aspect of their personality. They possess a quiet confidence that is not driven by a need for external validation, and they are comfortable with themselves and their abilities. These individuals are often more empathetic and understanding, as they are not driven by ego or a need for self-promotion. They are more likely to be introspective and self-reflective, as they seek to understand themselves and their place in the world. Their humility is not just a response to external circumstances, but a genuine understanding of themselves and their limitations. In contrast, individuals who become humble due to life circumstances may exhibit more inconsistent behavior. Their humility may be fragile and context-dependent, and they may struggle to maintain it in different situations. However, this does not mean that their humility is any less genuine or meaningful. On the contrary, the process of developing humility through life experiences can be a powerful catalyst for personal growth and transformation, allowing individuals to develop a deeper understanding of themselves and their place in the world, and to cultivate a more empathetic and compassionate approach to life.